The trailer for the wonderful Precure movie coming out this September just dropped, and I have been vibrating ever since. First of all, the name of the movie is confirmed to be Wonderful Precure the Movie Adventure in the Video Game World. Simple and cute, and I am very excited. Let's get into the trailer. The trailer starts with a 3D render of bipedal Komugi on a handheld console screen, with Iroha voiceover saying, "Look, it's Komugi," before transitioning into a scene of Komugi and Iroha bent over the console together, with Iroha saying that they're together even when playing video games. The scene changes again, and we see Mayu, Yuki, and even Satoru and Daifuku joining them as well. A side note, but I love their outfits here. They haven't worn these fits in the show yet, if they even will, and they all just look so good in the bright colors. Iroha says, "With everyone here, let's start the game," but then an error message pops up that says it was supposed to be just a game, and Iroha's voiceover mirrors the sentiment. The scene transitions into a turnaround shot of 3D bipedal Komugi standing in a 3D world, with her voice saying, "Is this the inside of the game?" And the text above her head seems to confirm this. We pan up a tower of sorts, and we also get the title of the game they're playing, Doki Doki Tanu Kingdom. Fun! We see Komugi joined by two 3D Tanuki people before the scene transitions again to show Satoru anxiously sitting down at a laptop with his voice saying, "Something isn't right." The next thing we see is a 3D version of Lillian and Friendy, with Lillian's voice saying, "We've been captured." They're also in a slightly chibi style, which I'm actually a huge fan of, especially compared to the bipedal pets, which are a little weird, if I'm being honest. The next bit is a sort of montage of Komugi and Yuki, both 3D and bipedal, doing various things in the game. Their voices tell us that they're doing challenges in order to save those two, and that they're going home with everyone. A huge Tanuki says he's not going to let them go home, as he looms over Friendy, Lillian, Yuki, and Komugi. Next, we see a scene from the real world, a character we've never seen before with blue hair hunched over a computer. Text comes on the screen saying, "The game world's secret," and we hear Friendy's voice saying, "There's something here," as we see all four Cures running towards something and putting their hands together as what I think are rings on their fingers glow. Wonderful says, "We promised we'd always be together," as a large glowy light rises up above the Cures. There's a little montage of random 3D scenes from the video game world as Wonderful says, "No matter what happens, I want to be with Iroha." It's very her. This is when we get the title card, and I think it's really cute. Though I am just a sucker for this season's aesthetic in general, I love how the little consoles look like Tanuki heads. It's such a cute detail. Very quickly at the end here, we see a scene that happens in the real world, showing that both the Hirogaru Sky and Mahotsukai teams are also going to be here. Cool! So, for just over a minute of trailer, there's a lot. Plus, we also have a synopsis from the website. Most of what it says can be gathered from the trailer, but there is some additional info, specifically about that blue-haired character we saw. Apparently her name is Natsuki, and she's the girl who made the game. I'm thinking she's probably going to be a redeemable villain, kind of like Katsith was in the Delicious Party movie, but I guess we'll have to see. The 3D style of the video game world is a stylistic choice that I think really works, even if the bipedal animal designs are a little weird. I think the Precure in particular turned out really nice. Though I did notice, we never see any of their civilian designs in the video game world, do we? I wonder if that'll be important. Both the synopsis and the trailer describe Doki Doki Tano Kingdom as a popular game, so I wouldn't think that this mysterious game designer would be targeting the Precure directly, unless they're just casting a wide net. I'm not sure. Something I'm actually kind of worried about is the inclusion of Hirogaru Sky and Mahotsukai. I know a lot of people are excited about it, but I'm wary. I understand why they're adding them, Hirogaru Sky because their own year was sort of overshadowed by the whole 20th anniversary thing, and they never got their own movie. And Mahotsukai because of the upcoming Mirai Days, but I just have a feeling they're not going to add much to the overall story. Movies with 3 teams focused on in the past have been referred to as all-stars movies, so obviously their role is going to be tertiary at best, since this is still the wonderful Precure movie. Especially since we didn't see them in the video game world. I feel like they're going to show up, maybe contribute to some sort of power-up or attack, and then dip out again. I don't like this idea, but I also don't think I'd like it if they did have a big part. Like I said, this is wonderful Precure's movie. It's their time in the spotlight. And especially since they don't have an All-Stars movie this year, this is pretty much their one chance for the spotlight on the big screen. It sucks that Hirogaru Sky's moment was snatched from them, but I'd hate for it to happen 2 years in a row. Anyway, with the doom and gloom about the crossover out of the way, I want to talk about Daifuku. Satoru too, but Daifuku. I happen to be a Satoru and Daifuku mid-season Cures truther. If they're not magic by the end of the season, I will cry, so I was specifically looking through this trailer for evidence of them being Cures. They wouldn't show it outright, not right now. They didn't with Majesty in the All-Stars F trailers, so I have to look between the lines. First thing of note, Daifuku is here. Not just here, he's involved. We can see he's actually in the video game world at one point. But oddly enough, they don't show him in the montages. I wonder why. In the show up until this point, Daifuku hasn't been super present. Satoru is in every episode, but he's actually a responsible pet owner who doesn't bring his bunny to monster fights, so Daifuku hasn't seen much action. But he's very present in this movie. Much more so than he's been in the season, and I feel like that counts for something. He even has his own profile on the movie's website, when even Satoru doesn't right now. We don't see Satoru very much on the trailer, but he's definitely there, though I get the feeling he'll be outside support instead of inside the game with everyone else. If he is a Cure by this point, I feel bad for him, honestly, but it would make sense if they're trying to hide him from us. I really hope that they're doing something like they did with Majesty during All-Stars F. They couldn't show her Cure form during marketing because of timing, so she didn't get to be in most of the movie, but she was still there. If Toei isn't actually planning on making Satoru and Daifuku Cures, I will be very disappointed, but I'm happy they're getting attention during the movie regardless. If anyone noticed anything that I missed, please let me know. I am extremely excited for this movie, even if I am deeply saddened by the fact that my USian self will have to wait until January to watch it. Until next time!